losing, that's for sure. But I'm just thinking about like, Chris had one of those days where he just like could not buy a win. He couldn't. I mean, you have these days, right? It's the closest thing that I can think that it is you sit down at the blackjack table, you put down, $500, you play 25 a hand, and you just lose every single one of them. You have a couple 20s in there, and you're like, I'm good. The dealer's got a 6, and it's one, you lose all those. It's like, I mean, that is we've all had days like that betting. Thankfully, fewer of those than anything else. But man, it's just you can't even really explain it. Normally for me, it happens with a bad, like some kind of bad juju thing happens in general, and then it goes from there. Like a bad call in a game where it's just like, oh no, and then just the whole thing. The day that it happened to me where I didn't have like a horrible day overall, but I had a horrible day from that point forward was that Rams field goal, man, against against the Niners. When that field goal happened, from that point on that day, I didn't win another game. It was like, this is just the bad juju, bad karma. It was like, right? Just bad. It's like, man, oh man, it's just those days. I don't miss them. That's for sure. I do not like it. Do not like it. Anyways. Yep, we're back. I was back yesterday. I haven't had symptoms now in a couple days. So, but I have no taste either. But I haven't any fever or anything for a couple days. I don't think I'm contagious anymore, anything like that.
Taste comes back in about a week.
Yeah, I'm not contagious anymore, but I do. I don't know. I just not thrilled about the whole thing. I'm just not. I've never was a good tester. Never was good at tests. I've only done well on 2 tests, I guess, now in my whole life. I used to have only one that had that distinction. Now I have 2. I've passed this COVID positive test now 6 times. Perfect score on the COVID positive test, and that matches when you're drug and alcohol treatment. They give you like this test, and they have like these 45 to 50 different scenarios, and you have to check the boxes if any of these represent anything that's ever happened in your life or in your life as a result of your drinking or drug use. They say like if you have more than 3, then you have a problem. I scored like about a 40 on that test. It was like I just nailed it, just absolutely crushed it. It's like, have you ever been arrested because? Have you ever chosen drinking over going to your job? Have you ever chosen, right? It's like, yeah, score. Anyways.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
Go ahead.
I just was gonna say, yeah. Yesterday too. So
Yeah, we've all been there.
one of them days.
All been there. Oh man. Thanks to all the offers to take me out for dinner and drinks to everyone in the Seattle area. Appreciate it. After yesterday's conversation. Like, man, we ever get the Raptors? You'll never have to pay for a meal in this town again.
That's funny.
Meanwhile, the other side, not so popular reception from the Canadians, Chris.
We'll apologize for it later. It's all good. Yeah, you're not making. You're not gonna tell you're not making a few friends, but Because the worst part of it is I'll probably have to suffer the brunt of it if somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, what's that Mitch guy talking about when he said he wanted the Raptors to leave Canada?" I'll be like, I'm be standing there like, dude, I didn't say anything. I was just there so I wouldn't get fined.
I just think they should go somewhere where it's meaningful. You can't keep expanding, the league. Then the talent gets diluted.
Yeah, it gets dispersed even further.
Yeah. Then you know what you got? You got six. Yeah, you got 6 Wizards, man. It's like there's nothing fun about that, man. 6 Wizards. You got the Pistons. Yeah. You got baseball. That's what you got.
How many teams? Baseball got 32, right? Or 30, right?
30.
30.
Yeah.
NFL's got 32. NHL's got 32.
But baseball's got this gigantic farm system.
True.
Part of the problem. Too many guys with a chance. Fostering hope.
Hope. It's a bad word. Bad thing.
Crush your dreams. I watched the Survivor finale last night. Big on reality TV.
I need to get back into the season. I don't remember the last season I watched. I think I've missed like 2 seasons in a row now. So I'm not even sure it'll matter. But no spoilers.
Yeah. No spoilers. Yesterday was college football recruiting signing day. Massive day for my team. Massive.
I saw that.
It was a big day for us. We bless you. We got all those flips all went our way. It's a rare day. And then ESPN, those punk asses, even after I said it like on the morning show, like that we had got that running back to flip from Ohio State to Miami, and that probably meant that other running back that we had that was on the fence between Alabama and Miami was probably going to go to Alabama, especially since he went to Tuscaloosa High School. I mean, that was so odds were stacked against us to begin with. Then ESPN comes out with this thing like 4 hours after we signed the Ohio State guy. So-and-so flips from Miami to Alabama. There's like, dude, you're a bitch, dude. It's like, that's not even a story, man. It's like saying Ruffolo switches back to regular Coke from diet. It's like, it's such a non-story, man. It didn't happen.
What am I catching strays? What did I do?
That's what you're here for.
I know I am, but don't be insulting my choice.
You're not here for the picks after yesterday, man. That's ridiculous. We're just here to fade your ass, man.
I should just kept my mouth shut and not said it.
I mean, it is the drama queen of drama queen games is high school recruiting in college football. It is, man. Because half these guys or more in today's college football won't even end up being key contributors on the team that they've been recruited to. And then, a lot of these guys are misses to begin with. Jay, like that Pepsi, Diet Pepsi.
That was a good one. And it was the follow up.
Hey, we've all had days like that.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked too, so I could laugh too.
How about when you're running so cold, and then you fade yourself, and then you still lose, and you lose again. It's like, I'm just gonna take the opposite, man. It's like you lose again. It's like, ouch.
Yep. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay with it and see and ride it to the wheels come back.
Raptors should come to New Jersey. It's true. The Raptors, Harvard versus Holy Cross. It was canceled. No, it wasn't. I think it's just lack of interest. Oh, is that a game pick? Oh. That'd be interesting. How many people will come for the picks? Probably a good amount. Lost Ruffolo.
He got tired of the commentary.
Got sick of it. Didn't like being the.
He said, "Y'all not gonna keep laughing at me today."
He's back with a new attitude, some new juju,
and a refill.
Oh man! Did you go to the door and grab Chick-fil-A like I do?
Wow, this Game King game room really is pretty demanding. Shows up, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's like he's very specific with his demands.
What's Barcelona? Oh, there you go, Barcelona.
It's like, I would like a plane. I would like a plane and a pilot. I would like.
What's the over-under on how many more questions you get before you get kicked?
It's like Costi arranging for picking up the hoodies yesterday. He's like, "I'll meet you in the parking lot at like unmarked bills, no cops."
Can't wait to get them things.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
Exclusive.
Yeah, these are exclusive. Oh, fuck. What else is going on? Anyways, I appreciated Jay's talk yesterday with John Morant. Definitely shedded some light on me on that. Probably changed my opinion of the whole subject. So I appreciate that. And never too old to learn. I think those of you that criticize me for trying to learn, you can go fuck yourselves. How's that? Mitch better watch what he says. He's going to lose a segment of his audience. Yeah, fuck you. How's that? Criticize me for trying to learn something that I don't know anything about and admitting it, up front. It's like,
yeah,
you could take your ignorant racist asses somewhere else. That's all I got to say.
There you go. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Whoa, that was pretty witty there.
Yep, right on the ass.
Anyways.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't mean I have to agree with it. Doesn't mean I have to agree with the culture. I think if anything, it just shows the more importance and the more obligation that he has to his community and his people.
And I 100% agree with that statement.
Because he is a guy that can make a difference. And he's got a sick crossover dribble.
Correct.
And that's why I think like a lot of athletes have taken a lot of that criticism for being that middle of the road guy, as opposed to making the stance like Kareem made a stance, like Muhammad Ali made a stance, like, these guys, they make a stand. But, there are other guys that they don't make a stand at all, one way or the other. They kind of just ride it out. Yeah, I didn't say it was a criminal. I never said that. You acted like an idiot. I think that's pretty much what it is. It's like that he's given this opportunity that is just, people would just kill for, man. why would you screw it up for a TikTok video? Regardless, I mean, it could be a fake gun, you know. It's a freaking TikTok video, man. It doesn't even help the video. It was quick, right? It was like half a second. You had to like go back and rewatch it a couple of times, right?
Yep. The second one, yeah.
All right. Back to business. Chris, anything you got to say about your other picks before we move past the subject? You want to apologize to everybody?
Oh, I think I left enough profanity in my office. I think I'm good.
I'm going to say this, that if you currently have a 3 day or 7 day of Chris Ruffolo's package, email me, Mitch@pickdogs.com. We'll add an extra 3 days to you on those if you have a current one. Mitch@pickdogs.com. Chris will agree with me.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, you know, I think it's fair enough.
Yep.
We're not like in the business of you know, just
we don't screw people over.
Yeah, we're in the business of putting you on winners, and we know that we'll all be playing Chris's picks today, sure, because buy low.
Yeah, we'd just be pulling his leg. Don't fade my Coyotes, and you might make some money.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Are my boys in action today? I'm just.
Yeah, they're playing the Sharks.
Oh, that's a dub. Minus 150. Oh yeah, sign me up. Talk about that later. What we doing first today? College hoop, NFL. NFL. I forgot about that.
Yep, it is that gem, kind of that one that we've all been waiting for. It's what the hell?
What are the odds that I may be asleep at halftime? Minus 200.
450 at least.
Well, the thing is, there is other games today.
Sure, this is your chance to cash in some plus money. You just got to keep your eyes open. Use the toothpicks if you have to. This is on you. You choose your fate.
I know. We got some decent NBA on tonight, so I'll probably be up.
There's good NBA. There's good. This game really is not that bad compared to all the Jets and Giants crap that we've been stuffed with this season.
Both teams need this one, so it's not a bad game.
It's almost like a playoff game within itself. So, all right,
like a play-in game.
Yeah, it's not a true elimination, but it certainly is close. We've got the. I'm not even in preview mode. There we go. Would have helped to put it in preview mode before doing that, but doesn't matter. There we go. It's the Saints and the Rams. Chris, what are we fading today?
I know I like my primetime unders, but I think this is one where I have to go with the over. This Rams offense has been electric. They got Kyron Williams back, and they've been putting up points in bunches. The Saints, I think, can still do some damage as well on the scoreboard as well. Short week, so might be some tired legs for the Rams here. I like for this one to get up and over the number into the 50s. So give me the over, Rams Saints.
The Saints have been fade all year. You've fading the Saints. You've been made them pretty buck. Last 2 weeks, they done got it done in the Superdome, but that's not really that surprising in hindsight. Saints late season in the Superdome, they're usually money. But now out on the road, short week, I don't trust these boys. I don't trust them. I think that the Rams will be able to run the football. I think that Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl winning quarterback that probably don't get the respect he deserves. Got some weapons, Nakua, Coop. Yeah, that's Rams for me here, man. I think they win I think they win fairly comfortably. And I kind of like the over with Roof, too. I could see the Saints, Kamara making some plays. Rams defense is not nothing to other than Aaron Donald. There's nothing there. So I could see some points being scored, but I think when it's all said and done, I think Rams win it. I see I'm going to go 28-20. Rams.
I think this Rams team is a lot more dangerous than people think, and I think that if they do get into the playoffs, that they could mess somebody up. I do. I mean, this is the type of team. They have the coach, and they have these guys that there's like I don't think they really understand how bad they are. It's like they just keep trying, and I mean, hope is terrible, and effort is worse, right? I mean, I don't know. I always say, if you stink, well, why try? But the Rams, they don't understand that. They just keep trying, and it's like they're coming up with plays. This guy Nakua just continues to make these catches. It just doesn't even look like he has a chance to catch it at all. It's like a lot of these times you see in the NFL, like this. It's this weird, right? That the quarterback throws the ball. There's the defender and the receiver there, and it's just like this weird pile of guys, and then all of a sudden the ball just kind of falls to the ground, right? But it's like this guy keeps coming up with it. I don't know how he does it, but yeah, I don't see any answers that the Saints have. I'm gonna take the Rams
at the crib.
I think so, man. I think the Rams are a dangerous team right now. I mean, you look at who they beat recently, and how they've played, even in the loss against the Ravens. These guys are a dangerous team, man. They take somebody out in the playoffs. I'm not surprised at all. I don't think anyone's going to want to play these guys.
I think right now, wouldn't they be 7 seed? And the way it's slated, they will be coming to Dallas, and I would love that. We're going to slaughter them.
The Cowboys did crush them. That was the one game that they did get crushed.
I think. I got to pull it up again. But we know it's going to shake up by the end. It's probably not
but imagine if they go to Philly. I think they'd have a good shot right now against the Eagles.
Whatever Philly playing right now wouldn't shock me.
I would take them. Chris, who would you like in that game?
In which one, sorry?
Rams, Eagles.
Rams.
Fuck. All right. With the points or straight up?
Depending on what the line is. Hey, listen, what happened to buy low?
We were trying to be nice.
You got it,
man. See, I just wish I could be an ass and just be like, have fun tasting your cookies when they get there. But it's like, that's mean though. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh shit!
Straight up.
All right, just for that. Syracuse, South Florida. Chris, it's you.
Me? All right. Oh. If that's the route we're going, you're gonna love it if you have a South Florida ticket, because I'm taking Syracuse. I'm laying the points here. I know Garrett Schrader, season-ending surgery. The backup's in the portal. So the third string quarterback, I don't remember his name, but the third string quarterback could be going here. And if that's the case, Syracuse likes to run a lot of wildcat with him leading the charge. And I think that's just that level of unknown could work in Syracuse's favor here. Nothing for South Florida to really prepare for. For South Florida, pretty much everybody's still going. Byron Brown, as far as I know, is still going. And I think Syracuse can take advantage of a bad South Florida defense. So give me Syracuse laying the field goal in this one.
I'm going to lean Syracuse as well. South Florida. Outside of that one game against Alabama, it was ugly for them this year for the most part. Last time we seen them out on the road, a decent team, UTSA, blew their doors off. Syracuse, they were hot early. I just see a lot of running the football here. I don't trust UCF. Is basically where it come down to. It's a small link to Syracuse. I was on them early and I got off of them, but I'm a lean towards Syracuse in this one.
Syracuse just got so sloppy, man. Coaching change, all that kind of stuff. This is just I can't do it. It just seems that the line should be even higher here, right? It's like South Florida. We saw like a breath of air for them against Alabama. Maybe that's the team that we see show up here. I don't think that you can put a lot of I just don't think you could put a lot into these games, and I think laying big points probably isn't the way to go. I think in most of these lousy bowl games, anything more than a field goal, I'm going to take the dog. And I'm going to take the dog here. And Ruffolo's on the other side. So get a little bit of extra, as they say.
Why did I even show up this morning?
That's what you're
That's what you're paid to do.
Thank you for answering your own question. This is what you do. Yeah, it's like you don't even get a good Ruffolo day this year because of
I know.
NFL.
How many games are on that day?
On Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 on today. We got the game today, 2 on Saturday, and 3 on Monday. So one today, 2. So that's 3, and then 3 on Monday. So that's 6. So there'd be 10. 10. No NBA. 10. NFL. I tell you what day has a really nice card is Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
loaded college hoops. I think there's 7 bowl games.
Yeah, 7 bowl games, 2 NFL, almost a full NBA. That's why I said we'll go to roundtable for Saturday. I like the roundtable. Keeps people interested.
It was a good one on Saturday or Sunday. Neither one of you guys were there, but you know. It was a good show. Me, Big Al, Joe Bond.
I was sick, or else I would have been there.
I know.
I'll be there this week.
It was a good show.
Got the Pistons and the Jazz, Jay. Go to the NBA.
Today's the day. Today. It's the day. Short, sweet, simple. The Pistons, they getting it done today. The losing streak ends today. They're winning at the crib. For as bad as the Pistons are, I know they're terrible. They ain't won a game since October. We're finna be in January.
They stink. I haven't seen a beatdown like that since Ruffolo's card on December 20th. I haven't seen him. If you can't laugh at it, Chris, it's not funny.
I was trying so hard. I think I pulled an ab trying to not laugh. They're under there, by the way, for anybody who's asking, okay?
I'm taking the Pistons, man. Today's the day they end it. The Jazz, for as bad as the Pistons are, the Jazz are just as bad. Jazz have only won 2 games on the road. Like, they're terrible. They're terrible. They played, 14 games on the road? 12 of those or 11 of those, they were beaten by 15 plus. The Jazz are ass on the road. We've been fading them all year. So I'm just sticking to fading the Jazz on the road. The Jazz shouldn't be favored over anybody on the road. The Pistons, come on, man. Let's end it today. If the Pistons don't end it today, they might not win a game for the rest of the year. Today's got to be the day. Let's go, Detroit. At the crib.
I'm gonna take the Jazz. I just don't. I might miss out on a winner here, but I don't care. I'm gonna take the Jazz. They have 5 times as many wins as the Pistons do this season, so I think I have 5 times as many chances of winning with them, especially at the light number. I'm gonna go money line. I'm not gonna lay the point.
You're forgetting a key angle here.
You like the Jazz?
The fans want their Wingstop. I think Detroit goes out and gets the win here. I think they get it done. I'm with Jay. I think the fans finally get the wings they've been clamoring for. And don't get me wrong, the Pistons probably might I think they will set the record for most losses in a season if they keep this up. But it's got to end somewhere. And the Jazz have been terrible on the road, so yeah, why not give you the Pistons here?
It's got to end somewhere. Tonight's got to be tonight.
I'm strictly basing my angle on the chicken wings.
Come on, Pistons.
Yeah, if you ever want to support any of the cappers, just buy their picks. I mean, that's pretty much the way it's done. Buy their picks. That supports them. I never understood why people don't get that, but whatever. Just bet some player props for Jazz. Anyways, Cavaliers and the Pelicans.
Donovan Mitchell, game time decision. Zion Williamson, game time decision. No Rubio. No Mobley, no Garland. I seen a report yesterday. Rubio and they finna trade Rubio.
Really?
For a bag of peanuts?
To the Timberwolves?
Probably.
Because if he's not on the Timberwolves, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. I don't sleep well when he's not on the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I know.
He used to go to the Mavericks so that Jay has another European white guy to clamor over.
Nah, but Rubio not on the Timberwolves does feel like weird.
Want him back.
Good old Rubio.
So Costi told me to get this volcanic lemon juice to put in my water. So, like, you know, as always, you know, I just put like a little capful or something in there. I've been doing it just to get some flavor back, trying to see if I can get flavor back, and it's not working at all, of course. But, you know, I bought it in Amazon. It was like $36 a bottle or something ridiculous. It's like, thanks for the suggestion, Costi. It's like some Italian bullshit, you know? It's like, I think they like walked it over from a first class seat. It's like I don't even understand why it's so expensive, but you know, my wife decides, you know, if she's a little more aggressive with the pour, that maybe it'll be more effective. It's like it doesn't work that way, man. It's like because it's weird, right? You have no taste, but you can still have like those senses, like of tart, right? It's like a weird thing. Terrible. Anyways, I'm taking the Cavaliers at home. The Pelicans just are not the same team on the road. We know who the Cavaliers are. They don't have Garland and they don't have Mobley. And probably not Donovan Mitchell, but didn't stop them last game. I'll take them here against the Pelicans, who pretty much shit the bed against the Grizzlies the other night. Chris, speaking of shit in the bed, who do you like?
I need to. It's cathartic. I need to get it out today. Give me the. Let's see. Give me the Cavaliers. I want to make sure. I really want to make sure Donovan Mitchell's playing, but for right now, I'll stick with the Cavs. The Pelicans burned me on the road, and the Pelicans on the road have really been awful this season. So, give me the Cavaliers. I think they get the job done here.
I'm gonna take the Cavs too. I want Donovan Mitchell to play too, but I'm not overly in love with this game, but I typically bet Pelicans in New Orleans. I typically bet Cleveland in Cleveland. It's really that simple. I want Mitchell to play tonight, though. We'll see.
Got the Bulls taking on the Spurs.
Your Chicago Bulls rolling.
They are. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Bulls here. Never thought I'd catch myself saying that, but the Bulls are past for me here. I mean, were they 8-1 against the spread, 9-1 against the spread in their last 10?
Well, which one is it? Bulls or Pats?
No, it's Bulls. I'll take the Bulls here.
You only
back
get
in the Spurs.
You only get one.
Okay, fine. Back in the Spurs isn't an option for me. They're terrible defensively. Haven't been able to stop a nosebleed. Give me the Chicago Bulls, who are playing their best basketball this season.
So far, me and Ruffolo on the same wavelength. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm leaning Bulls, and it's Bulls or pass for me, but I'm forced to pick. It's pass. I don't know. They are rolling, but I just feel like the minute I step on the Bulls, they're gonna give.
Is when you get the horns.
Yeah, like nah, man, I can't do it. I won't do it. So Bulls are pass for me as well. I'm not betting San Antonio neither. They're ass. And Wemby game time decision. I doubt he plays. He didn't play last game. Ever since Levine was at the lineup, man, the Bulls been hooping. It's crazy how it correlates exactly that way. Mitch, you taking the Spurs for the first time this season?
No way. I'm just going to continue. I have a strategy. It's called I just fade the Spurs blindly every single game. It works. I'm just going to continue to do it. I've been doing it since the first game of the season. I haven't won them all, but I've done pretty good with it. Taking the Bulls by the horns. Trying to answer customer service while doing the show. Never a good idea. Got the Grizzlies and the Pacers. Just what a difference a day makes, you know. The Grizzlies and the Pacers coming off a win as well. It's a new day for the Grizzlies, man. Do they climb all the way back in the playoffs after Jay put them out of the playoffs, even when Ja gets back? Now he's changed his tune one game in. He's all Grizz. He's got his Grizzlies gear on. The hat's on order. Changed his license plate to Grizz. It's like
it's crazy, man. I know. Here's the thing. Everybody knows I've been on the Pacers a ton. I love me some Tyrese Halliburton. Love me some Indiana Pacers. That was my lone win last night on the premium side with the Indiana Pacers. Shout out them boys. Finally bounced back. But on the back end of a back-to-back in Memphis, y'all saw the energy and the aura in New Orleans last game. Just imagine, just for a second, just imagine what this gym finna look like tonight in Memphis. Oh my God, it's gonna be on 1 million. not fading Memphis in Memphis with Ja back. Remember, the Memphis Grizzlies with Ja Morant, low key, go stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib. They're trash on the road. We faded them so much last year on the road. We cashed like nobody's business. They were one of the worst road ATS teams in the NBA. At home, they were one of the best home ATS teams in the NBA. Let me see. I can pull it up right quick just so I get the numbers. They were 25-18-1 against the number at home last season. So, I'm taking them here, though. I got to play my guys. I'm taking Memphis at the crib. One of those moments in time. Pacers been struggling on the road, too.
I'm gonna. Oh man, it's a tough one. I like the over. I'm just gonna check it out. I'm gonna Ruffolo it. I'm taking the over in this thing. Pacers continue to play no defense, and I think the Grizz when Ja's in generally don't play the same defense that they do when he's not in. So I'll just go with the over here. I think it's the easier play. 247.
I kind of like that too, Mitch. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I think 247 is a big number, but not for the Pacers, man.
Yeah, I know total's not my favorite, but when I do hear one I like, I tell y'all, and I like that one.
Why not? I think Ja Morant could have 60 against this Pacers. I mean, these guys play turnstile defense. The thing is, they've played that kind of defense for a while now. Since LeVert was there, I think they've played that same defense.
See if I can get a price on Ja to get 40 plus. I like that. But I'm sticking with the Grizzlies here too. Like Jay said, it's a play on the spot. You saw the confidence in New Orleans when he came back and the effect that he had as they ended up stealing that game late. Now imagine his home return, the triumphant return against a Pacers team that can't play defense, especially on the road. The least efficient defense in the NBA on the road. They're getting torched, and I think this game is no different. Give me the Grizzlies here. All right. Ja to have 40 plus is plus 380.
Oh man,
I like it.
I wonder if there's one that can give me 50. I want to see, just out of curiosity.
See, the Grizzlies, they back. See, Bane not the first option. He can go back to being the second option. You feel me? Like it's Mitch's pitching argument too. You know what I mean? The guy that's the starter, he kind of go back to being the two, facing the two. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's a whole different thing because now he's not getting all the attention that he was getting. So Bane is probably gonna be much improved now. He put up big numbers, carrying the load, but he's gonna get a lot more high percentage shots is what he's gonna get than he had before.
Yep.
So he might not score as many points still, but he's gonna shoot at a much higher percentage.
I can get Ja to put up 50 at plus 1800.
I'd take a shot at that. Put me in for a nickel. just saying it while you're there. Got the Magic in the Bucks. The Magic kind of not playing their best basketball right now. There's a good chance where we could, not only talk about that, but also maybe trash Wayne for a couple seconds.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just attack Wayne personally because of the Magic's play last night. Yeah, that's what happens when I get sick. My attitude, Jack, it does get worse. Yeah, Wayne did make some sorry-ass choices.
Oh man, shout out my guy Wayne, man. But not a shout out to the Magic. They not hooping right now. They not doing me well. Um, I had them boys last night, and it just mm, mm, mm. I'm back on the horse though. I'm back on the Magic. I believe in Magic, man. I do. I ain't laying points with the Bucks, man. I can't do it. Would I be surprised if Milwaukee came out here and throttled them? The Magic on the back end of a back-to-back? No, but I'm really not worried about the back end of a back-to-back. This is a young team, young legs. Come on, Orlando. Come on, Orlando. They've still one of the best ATS teams in the NBA. I'm taking the Magic. I don't trust Milwaukee.
I like the over again in this one, but I think I don't. God, I really hate taking the Bucks. I just can't stand them. Just hate them. Chris, what are the props on Giannis's brother?
I want to see if I can actually get something here. Hold on. If I can find something
on Giannis's brother's props,
I doubt it. He probably. I don't even know when the last time he got some minutes. He's the pure bench moral support guy. He's the hold me back guy on the bench. You know, every team got one of those. Soon as something pop off on the court, two guys got to hold him back like he was going to do something. Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything right now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: the only two guys I have props for right now are Banchero and Giannis.
It's early, yeah.
But you better believe when Giannis's brother has those props come out to score 5+ points at plus 600, you better believe I'm taking it.
Oh man, Jim's reaching out to ask where I've been. You don't want to get all fat again, do you? I'm trending into my jeans. Been working out, eating right.
Somebody in my comments today said, "Stop picking the damn Magic and Pistons, bro."
And the Mavericks, and the Pacers, and against the Clippers.
I believe the exact words were, "Haven't you learned?"
Oh, man.
It's like they got 4. There's no teams left for me to freaking pick, man. So basically, it's this small subset. It's like it's either the Celtics, the Sixers at home,
and then it's like he's stuck with overs and unders, and they're like, "Stop picking totals."
Okay.
It's true though. This is, I mean, people they don't even realize, how hard it is, because it's like a lot of times when you're giving these picks on the games in the videos, you're really doing your best to give an opinion and give your best pick that you can give. But really, this isn't a game that we plan on betting, and it's like this is just, it's like that Jazz Pistons game for me. It's like, I'm not going anywhere near that thing, But I got to stand in the camera and smile and give the same thing as if it's my best bet of the day, And a lot of people, they used to say that, I haven't heard it in a while. I could tell in Mitch's voice that this is one he really likes. Because when his voice gets all excited, I'm betting that one. Now they just say, I fade this guy's picks, all of them. People are just meaner, right? On YouTube. I've always been this way. They've always been this way.
I'm just here to fake dress.
Yeah, there's always been I mean, I've been doing videos on YouTube for 16 years, and there's always been just these mean, horrible people out there. There's a lot of great people, but I mean, there's always been just these mean. It's like, I don't know why I've always felt the YouTube crowd as one of the toughest of the tough, man. You got to have, I mean, it is abusive, man. I mean, I had people that you know, people that get so wound up, man. It's like, I mean, I've had at least 3 people threaten to kill me. Like, seriously threaten to kill me.
Sheesh.
The last time you and one was on the Trey Lance pick. Well, that was really one of the worst ones ever. Was on the Trey Lance it was the morning after the Trey Lance pick. Yeah, I remember the show well. You don't know nothing about Trey Lance. It's like, as a matter of fact, I do. I've had probably 3 instances where people have written me like these hate emails and stuff and threatened to kill me from their work emails. I contact their human resources, man. I say, here's what your employees are doing. Here's what they're doing on your time, on your email, your image. Here. This is what they do. You know, and every time it stops when you do that. I don't mess around. I'm playing. I'm just taking the points like everybody else. I don't know how I got sidetracked there. I know how I got sidetracked. Because Jay's only allowed to pick 3 teams. And 2 of them he can only take the first half. So that's it.
It's crazy, man.
You ever do that in your videos, Chris? You ever give a pick of a half or instead of the game? Anything like that?
I think I've done it like 3 times.
I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about maybe switching it up a little bit this year. I think maybe that's my New Year's resolution. I'll start giving out some halftime picks instead. If I really don't like the game, I'll just give out a halftime pick. First 5 innings.
There you go.
How about if we started addressing it as the run line, even though it's like a different sport? I love that. What's that? Is that like, that's the islands, right? They do that?
Yeah.
Like in the islands?
Like, give me the Washington Capitals on the run line.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it the run line. I love that shit. I love it. It used to annoy me, but now I love it. You know? Does it annoy you, or you just don't care one way or another?
Doesn't bother me. I kind of figure out what people mean at that point.
It used to irk me, but now I love it. I do. I've embraced it. These are my people. Did we all decide in this one? I took the Magic. Chris, did you take? We did this one.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks here. I don't love this game, but the Magic are hitting their first true slide of the year, and I think I want to see them sort of get themselves out of it before jumping back on them here. So, give me the Bucks laying the points.
Next up, this is a tough one.
No, it's not.
Jay's throwing caution to the wind. He knows the remarks he's gonna get.
Jay's like, I got the script.
I read your comments and I don't give a shit. How's that? It's like, I read your comment. I told you. It's like, I told him. I'm coming back later after the game to tell you again. Those are my favorite too. I'm coming back after the game. Okay, well, you do that. Come right back after the game. The only comments that I really don't like the ones that I really think are the most unacceptable, is if you're basically spamming something else that you're doing. You know? Those are the ones that I really don't like. It's like if they say, oh, check out my ladder bed or something. Go check out my thing. It's like, I never go on other people's videos and say, come check out my stuff. Never, man. I've never done that. 16 years, man. I've never done it. We always manage to find a way to get people over here. It's not by my, Hey, what'd you think of that book that my friend sent me, Chris?
Which one was that again?
The one I put in the text.
Oh. I mean, I want a copy.
Do you think it's real?
I mean, I think it probably is, because there's ones where you can like customize it.
Nah, that's real.
But I think it is a real book, though. I think it actually is. But I'm saying there's other ways that, even if it wasn't, that you can make it happen.
I don't know. It's like,
You can order it on Amazon right now for $10, or the hardcover for 15.
this is this is the type of discussion where, you know, my wife, when her friends ask her, you know, like she belongs to like this women's thing where they, you know, you donate money and then they give all these grants out and stuff. Well, what does your husband do for a living? He's talking about hookers. It's low on YouTube. It's these two guys every morning. Yeah, it's pretty good. Thing is, man, it's like I go to parties, you know, like, well, I don't get invited to that many parties, but like, but when I do, you know, it's like, and I talk to people and I tell them like what we do for a living and stuff, man, they always treat me like I have to go sit like at the kids' table or something, you know. It's like, it's weird, right? It's like, just because we're not saving people's lives, a lot of people care about betting stuff, right? I don't know. It's so weird, right? It's like, I think we've done okay for ourselves, you know. It's like, you have friends, you know, you did, you know, do probably okay. It's like, I always got to sit at the kids' table. Oh, this guy's up. This is where else they point me at. It's like when I start talking about the YouTube, they say, then they start referring to me as a podcaster. He's a podcaster. I listened to Joe Rogan a couple times. Thanks. Wow. So wow, that's good. I said, oh really? You know? I said, yeah. They said, and they say, yeah. Oh, I listened to Joe Rogan a couple times. Oh, cool. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to say to that? There's no comeback to that. Our show's a little different.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. Chris, what's your New Year's resolution? We should work on these. Every year I have one. Every year I have one for the show and for the business. So I got to come up with a good one, for sure. We have goals, but then we also have resolutions. Like I had the kinder, gentler Mitch one year, right? I think I've done that, and I think, you know. But every year I try and do something a little bit different. I'll tell you what, definitely mine will not be involving hope.
Mine will be more professional.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
So that's a resolution. It lasts for about a month and then it goes away.
Good luck, man. Enjoy that. Enjoy yourself with that.
You have fun.
It's like what my counselor at the treatment center used to say to me. How's that working out for you? Not so well. Great. How's that working out for you? Well, landed here. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Anyways. Where were we at? back to the Thunder and the Clippers. Jay was going to give his his opinion. We already know what it's going to be, but we're going to let him say it anyway. We're not going to ruin it for him.
Thunder buddies for life.
Even with that number, 4.5?
Yes. Yes. It really should be like 6, 7. Thunder are the better team. The only reason
I believe the Thunder are the better team, and I also think they're going to win the game. I don't like this number.
The reason I say it should be 6 or 7, and the reason it's not 6 or 7, is simply because of the win streak the Clippers are on. Any other situation, this line would be 6 or 7. It's a terrible spot for the Clippers. Back end of a back-to-back, on the road, with travel. Granted, Dallas to Oklahoma City isn't that far. But still, it's not a great spot for these boys. And I can see tonight being the flat spot. I think the Thunder get down on these boys. Need I remind you guys, the best ATS team in the NBA, team that at least has been my saving grace the last 2 seasons. The boys I can always count on to get it done, man. They finna slay the Dragon tonight. I'm taking the Thunder buddies. Thunder buddies for life. They finna blow them out.
I'm taking the Clippers and the points. I just think it's too many points. Which makes me the squarest person on the show. Usually. There's no way they could lose by that many.
A1 logic.
I'm taking the Clippers, man. It's
like, what stats did you see that got you to back that? Just the fact there's no way they could lose by that many.
It's like the Sopranos episode where he misses the guy, misses the extra point. Chris has to beat him up with his Emmy.
Oh man! Well, give me the over in this one. I think we're going to see some points here. This is like asking me which one of my kids I like more right now, because the Clippers have made me a nice penny while they've been on this win streak, but the Thunder, like Jay said, have been one of our teams for the last year and a half, 2 years now. So yeah, give me the over here. I think we see some points.
Romanelli liking some Clippers here. Everybody keep trying to front like the paper clips don't have deep battle tested team. No, they are. The Clippers, I mean, they have superstar players. They're supposed to play well. I mean, James Harden is the game plan. Just ask him. All right. Got the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
The Lake Show.
Lakers not at their best right now. Timberwolves coming off of that call it the lesson that they got taught in Philly. Not quite strong. Of course, Ricky Rubio coming back to the fold. I don't know. What does it feel like to get beat by the Bulls by 16 points? They lost to the Spurs, the Knicks, and the Bulls. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going Timberwolves here. The Lakers, 5-10 against the spread on the road. It's really struggling on the road since the in-season tournament. On the back-to-back, when at the best of times we could always see Anthony Davis or LeBron James be sat out for load management, but now you got to go take on the Timberwolves. I get it. Both teams are on the back-to-back with travel, but Minnesota at home this season is where they played their best defense. I think they lock up the Lakers here. I think they win this one by 9 or 10 points. So give me the Timberwolves laying the points.
House a disappointment for me too, sadly. But at home is where they play their best basketball. Lakers, they haven't been home since before Vegas. It's crazy. They've been on the road for a minute. It's a bad spot for them backing up a back-to-back. Wouldn't be surprised either if Day-to-Day Davis and LeGoat James sat. Yeah, I can't take the Lakers show tonight. It's T-Wolves here. They low-key have gone stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib.
Taking Timberwolves as well. They're taking their game to the next level, I think, for the first half of the season at least, or the first third of the season. They've gone from kind of ascending to actual contender. I think, I'm not saying they're gonna be in the finals or anything, but they're gonna be in the mix. They'll be one of the last 4 teams left in the West. Which basically means they'll win a playoff round, which is pretty good for them. Wizards against the Blazers. Me and the betting tools very much disagreeing on this one, but I don't care. I'm taking the Blazers. The betting tools love the Wizards.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Blazers as well. Full strength. This Blazers team is a lot better than their record would indicate, but the reason they've lost as many games as they have is because they've been injured. But it looks like a near clean bill of health. The Wizards, they can't. They still can't figure out their defensive issues, and they're not going to the rest of the season. Give me the Blazers here. I think they get the job done at home.
Would you like to take a couple seconds here to just trash Scoot for while we have the opportunity?
No, it's okay. I'm not the trashing type, so
I'm not going to trash him personally. I'm going to trash the idea of picking these guys that we've never seen play before, and I think this is what you get. And he might be good down the road. He might be really good down the road. Or he could just be Markelle Fultz. And I think what you have here is just this whole thing, man, of these guys. Yeah, overseas, you'll get a Luka, you'll get Kobe, But it's you're also this is the risk that you take, I don't know if the ceiling's even there for this guy. 29 minutes and 9 points, 3 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point land. Were you even in the freaking game? I mean, seriously, man. What were you doing when you were on the floor? You took 9 shots, you hit 3, you were 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, and you made 3 free throws, -5 on the night. You had 4 total boards, 5 assists, and 4 fouls. That was the only way we knew you even had a pulse. You had 4 fouls in 29 minutes. You stink. There. All right. Got it off my chest. Wayne, you're bad vibing the Magic.
I'm on the Blazers too. I don't love it. 2 bad teams. I ain't forcing it, but it's Blazers or pass. The Wizards are straight ass.
I mean, Scoot's gone. Now he's not even, he was a starter. Now they're not even pretending that he's a starter anymore. Now he's just the 3rd or 4th guy off the bench. It all went downhill on him so fast. He got 21 minutes in against the Warriors. I don't know, man. I like I said, it's not an indictment of him. It's an indictment of the system that you end up with a guy like this with that pick. Should we revisit all the players that got picked behind him? Shall we go down the list? I don't know. Why was this guy seen as such a can't miss? I don't know. I'd rather have that Brandon Miller than this guy for sure. Where did he play?
Wasn't he G League?
G League.
G League Ignite.
Oh, so they didn't have a chance at Brandon Miller.
No, he went too.
Anthony Black. Yeah, this is just sad. Yeah, we got Hawkeyes. Anyways. We won that one. What would you rather have? The number 3 pick or Hawkeyes at 18? They each should be rubbing their face in it. All right. Whoa. Who's wearing the outfit there? All right. College hoops, and that's it, right? Is there NHL today, Chris?
Yeah, 12 game card.
All right. Any of them you like? I got a call at 12:30, so we got 37 minutes. Do you think we'll make it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We'll go through the college hoops then first. All right. Let's see. Where is it? I just want to say tomorrow's the last day that I really got to do all these college hoops videos of all these games that I really don't feel like doing, which is great because we come back from the Christmas, it'll be conference play almost across the board. So it's going to be a lot more. I think the videos will be a lot better. You know, these are just really, really hard because you're looking at statistics that, you know, they're playing in different teams. You know, and then they're playing out of conference. And then on top of that, it's like, you know, half these teams are playing, you know, 4 or 5 online games. And you're trying to compare that team to Kansas, you know, statistically. Yeah. It's like, it's just so hard. It's like, I don't want to do that anymore. Well, that's what I've been doing it for 16 years. That's kind of what I signed up for. I roofload pre. But you know what the thing is? All the other websites out there, all the other YouTube channels, they all Ruffolo pre-New Year's college hoops, man. They do. They Ruffolo it. We decided not to cover it. I'm not going there. It's not what we do. What we do is we cover it and we gripe about it.
Exactly.
Fordham versus Central Connecticut State. Moorhead. Nope, no line on that one. Eastern Michigan versus Hampton, Monmouth versus Manhattan, Texas Tech versus Arlington, Youngstown versus Navy, Harvard versus Holy Cross, UIC Incarnate Word Up, G-Dub versus Alcorn State, Lafayette versus Quinnipiac, Temple versus Nevada. We could have stopped there. Arkansas Little Rock Jack State, Wake versus One Ho, Two Ho, Red Ho, Blue Ho, Air Force versus Northern Colorado. We'll stop there. Chris.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the under 141.5 Texas Tech UT Arlington. I also lean towards Arlington and the points in that one. I just think that's going to be a typical Texas Tech defensive slugfest. First team to 70 wins that game. So give me the under. I lean towards UT Arlington. And I also like Fordham laying the points against Central Connecticut. Fordham just a far better defensive unit, and I think they carry that over to to a win here. So give me Fordham over Central Connecticut with 5 minutes to spare before tip off.
Give me Texas Tech. They go crazy at the crib. Give me G-Dub over Alcorn. That's easy. Wake Forest not finna blow out Presbyterian like that. Stop it. They might win comfortable, but 22.5? No. And that's all I like.
Yeah, Texas Tech wins a lot of games at home, but they don't necessarily cover big spreads against decent teams. And I think Arlington does play the type of game that's going to keep it close. I think that it's kind of like the Oral Roberts game. Reminds me of some of these games like that. I just think Arlington has what it takes to keep it close. A lot like I liked Radford last night against West Virginia. I just thought keep it close enough. And the same thing with the other one that I said on the show. One of the ones I gave out on the show in my parlay, which was whoever the hell is playing Nebraska. Anybody against Nebraska in college hoops. Outside of that, I don't really love this card. I do like fading Steve Alford whenever given the opportunity. So I'm going to roll with Temple here on the neutral court, getting the points. It's a fade of Steve Alford because that's kind of what I do. I'm conditioned. Conditioned to do so. It's years of conditioning. It's like doesn't matter it's like I'm beyond like what school he's even at anymore. It's Alford, fade. It's like when he was at Iowa, fade.
It follows him.
New Mexico, fade. UCLA, fade.
New Mexico, fade. New Mexico, fade.
Can't help it.
New Mexico, fade state.
It's part of who I am. Coastal Carolina versus North Carolina A&T.
Fade and T.
Old Dominion versus TCU. This is a tournament game. Syracuse versus Niagara. Whose idea is it to like have a tournament, of Old Dominion and TCU? It's like, I got an idea. Let's have a tournament with Old Dominion and TCU in it. Virginia Tech versus American. Oh, that'll put asses in the seats. Cleveland State versus Western Michigan. Oh, I bet William Lease will be there. Let's go. Ohio State versus New Orleans.
Stopped at the door. Do you know who I am?
I don't even think Lease does videos anymore.
He hasn't done one in like a year.
He is an angry elf. He was. Jay wasn't around for Lease to get a piece of him.
He wasn't around for Romanelli being called.
You would have a good time with your ass, Jay. You would have had a real good time. The thing is, you didn't realize you were local. You could have showed up at his house. I bet you, Lease. I bet you what happened to him is somebody probably found him and just scared the living daylights out of him.
Yeah.
And he just said, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. Because like in most of his accounts and stuff throughout his history, he's always just been thrown off.
Yeah.
Or fired from whatever job he's had. But I think in this case, it was more like, where people just stop doing something like that. It's more like, someone, he went one step too far against the wrong person, which I hoped was going to be me. But I never got there. It's like one of those guys, like you hope you walk into the Peppermill Diner and he's sitting 2 tables over, It's like, holy shit, please. It's like, can I get a really hot cup of hot water.
I'll show you a fruit cup.
Virginia Tech against American. 1-5 on the road. Nothing more un-American than that. Ohio State taking on New Orleans, the Privateers. New Orleans loses. We're burning Rod's Gonzaga hat. Cleveland State against Western Michigan. Louisville versus Kentucky. Cleveland State, Western Michigan. We said that one. Rhode Island, New Hampshire. Boston College, Lehigh. Purdue, Jacksonville State. Or that's not Jacksonville. It's just Jacksonville.
Just Jacksonville.
Just Jacksonville. Tennessee against Tarleton State. Michigan State versus Stony Brook. Akron versus Gardner Webb. Chris?
Yeah, give me Purdue laying the big number against Jacksonville. I had to jump off a little bit. It was going to be a premium around 30, but 33.5. Yeah, Purdue's just going to steamroll Jacksonville here. I also like Kentucky laying the points against Louisville. I know it's a rivalry game, but it doesn't change the fact that this Louisville team is terrible. They lost to Kentucky by 23 last year, and not much has changed about this Louisville team from last year. And I think Kentucky's just as good, if not better, than last year's team. So give me Kentucky laying the points there, and give me Virginia Tech laying the points against American. This is a really good Virginia Tech team. Our boys Hunter Couture, Sean Padula still there. So give me
for their 19th season. It's like
I talked to him yesterday. It's 17 for your information, but
it's like Padula and Couture have been there longer than Tiger Campbell and Jaquez were at UCLA.
Padula and Couture, the newest law firm in Blacksburg, Virginia. That's what I like in this time slot, though.
What time we stop at?
Last game at 6:30. So if you hit 7, we've gone too far.
I don't even let it slot. Give me Coastal. NCAAB is just a fade. That's really all I like here. Maybe Jacksonville plus the points. Purdue's good, but like, come on, bro, chill. That's about it.
Taking Ohio State against the Privateers. I know Ohio State not known for like blowing teams out at home and all that stuff. In fact, they're a terrible home cover team, and I've been real critical of Holtman. But if they can't blow out the Privateers, I mean, they're really in trouble. And I think, like I said, if Ohio State doesn't win by 24, I think we burn Zawacki's Gonzaga hat. I think that's pretty much what it goes.
It's been nominated.
We have a consensus. I also like Kentucky against Louisville. Louisville sucks. It just doesn't even, it's like one of those things that like you're the romantic side. I think that Louisville's going to show up and they ain't showing up nothing. You got nothing. You guys stink. You fired your chance. It's like I told you guys in Miami would be back in the recruiting rankings, man. We figured out this paying player shit, man. We invented it. It's like we just didn't know how to do it above the board. Now we got it. You see the flips, man? You can tell there's a little hush money. It's like a little thing. We put a bag on the table. Hey, I turn around. I don't know what happened. Enjoy your new condo. UCF FAMU. Norfolk State against the Jackrabbits. That should be a good game. Charleston against St. Joe's. What happened to Charleston this year? FIU versus Maine. Texas Southern Sanford. Iona versus Colgate. App State versus Cashville.
Ugh.
Marshall versus Wilmington, Central Michigan, Detroit, Pepperdine, William and Mary, Oregon State, Idaho State, Richmond, Buffalo. The only thing worse than this card was having to do videos for these games. Davidson versus South Carolina Upstate, Arkansas, Abilene Christian. Some days, doing the videos is not fun. And I really did not enjoy doing most of these. I even cut my list, and it's still that I hated it. I cut, games I cut on the list were like the Miami game,
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not doing it. It's like, you're going to be favored by 50. I'm not covering your game. How's that sound?
I'm still taking Miami, though.
Yeah, of course. Arkansas versus Abilene. Troy, EKU. FDU versus Fairfield. Colorado versus the Eggs. Illinois State versus Southeast Missouri State. That's it. Chris?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not going to try to go near that Colorado Eggs game. I can't do it. What I will do, though, is I'm going to take Abilene Christian plus the points against Arkansas. I think Arkansas wins, but I think Abilene Christian covers. I think Arkansas wins that game by 12. So getting 14.5. Arkansas State sounds good to me. Give me Richmond laying the big number against Buffalo. Buffalo is terrible. This Richmond team 5-0 straight up against the spread on the road. It's only going to get better for Richmond and worse for Buffalo before it goes the other way. So give me Richmond there. And give me South Dakota State laying the points against Norfolk. Jackrabbits just a more reliable team, more trustworthy team. So give me Jackrabbits.
I'm on the Rabbits too. Jackrabbits. Give me Colorado against Utah Tech. We coming. Utah Tech, this is out their depths, You get your doors blown off by North Dakota. And Colorado sure could do the same.
Well, the Eggs can be fragile. We know that.
Yeah, but they're a shell of what they used to be.
Just put their best dozen out there.
I mean, they're going to have to hatch a great plan to really pull off the upset there.
Them the two I like in that slot.
This is why I was running. Oh, God. It's not COVID that gets him, it's Utah Tech.
Oh, those Eggs.
Oh.
It's amazing. They change conferences. They change names. I'm gonna take Abilene Christian against Arkansas. I just don't think Arkansas is that good this year. It's not like they're not up to snuff.
It's crazy because the names on there are good. Like they have a bunch of good players.
Yep,
but it's not a good team.
Not yet. I like Colorado against the Eggs also. I think they'll hash it out.
I'm going to have to scramble to cover, The big loss is
what broke Mitch is just the fist pump of happiness that I had at that point because I knew I made it in life.
Man. How long is this? I mean, the thing is, it's the longevity of the bit, too.
It's just, but the best part is, it's a bit that makes next to no sense, not knowing any of the history behind it. Someone comes in, they're like, "What does Utah State have to, or Utah Tech have to do with being an egg?" And it's like, you had to have been there.
All right. Idaho against Riverside. UTSA versus Army. Miami versus Stonehill. Northern Illinois versus Northern Iowa. NIU versus UNI. Make sure you check your tickets. Got Minnesota against Ball State. Iowa State against Eastern Illinois. Houston versus Texas State. Indiana versus Northern Alabama. Kansas State versus Wichita State. UMass Georgia Tech. That's a tournament game. San Diego State, Stanford. Oregon State, Kentucky. Or Kent State. Washington, Eastern Washington, LSU, Lamar. San Diego, South Dakota. UTEP, Wyoming. Cal Poly, Omaha. St. Mary's, Northern Kentucky. Washington State, Boise State, UNLV, Hofstra, and Hawaii, Portland. A lot of games. Chris, anything there?
Yeah, there's a few. I'm just trying to keep track of all of it. Give me St. Mary's. I learned my lesson against Middle Tennessee. The St. Mary's team, they may be defense first, but they can cover these big numbers. I think Northern Kentucky just in the wrong place, the wrong time. St. Mary's, they only scored like 70 points, but they doubled up Middle Tennessee in that game. I think they could do something similar against Northern Kentucky. Win this game by 20 plus. So give me St. Mary's laying the points. I like North Alabama plus the 14 against Indiana. Again, I think it's just an overrated Indiana team. That's let a lot of teams hang around, keep a lot of games closer than they needed to be. So give me North Alabama in that one.
I like where'd it go? I like UTSA over Army. Bounce back spot at the crib. Army's terrible. And a lean towards San Diego over the fake South Dakota. Yeah, that line's pretty hefty for a reason, and I think they win by double digits there. I'm gonna take San Diego.
I'm taking San Diego State against Stanford. I think they're starting to come into their own. You look at the two losses for San Diego State; they're both forgivable at this point. I like Kansas State against Wichita State. I think Wichita State is good this year. They are improved. They're not back to the level where they once were, but Kansas State is the better team, a lot better. I also like Iowa State against Eastern Illinois. Iowa State's a force. They are a home wrecker. That's about it. We got time for NHL. Yep, we got a couple minutes. We got Flyers, Cashville. Worst name in sports, Predators. Penguins versus Hurricane. Lightning, who can go suck it, up against Vegas. And Buffalo against the Maple Leafs. Chris.
I'll keep it quick here, like Vegas, near even money against the Lightning. Better team, better price, much more consistent team at that as well. So give me Vegas in that one, and give me the over 6.5 Toronto Buffalo.
Anything, Jake, on those four?
Nah, I'm playing. Not in those first four. I only like my same two today. That's it. That's all.
I'm taking the Flyers on the puck line against the worst name in sports. Flyers 22-9 on the puck line this season. Got the Blue Jackets, the Goudreau's up against the Capitals. Capitals easy winner yesterday. Tried to tell you, Chris. Bagged you. Got old
You did.
logo, new logo versus the Blues. The Devils versus the Connor McDavids, and then the Stars against the Canucks.
Give me the Oilers against the Devils. I trust them to get the job done more than I do the Devils right now. Devils 1-14 on the puck line at home. Yeesh. Yeah, give me the Oilers there. Give me the Panthers to win in regulation against the St. Louis Blues. Gets that minus 205 down to around minus 140. But yeah, I think the Panthers are just the better team. I don't trust the St. Louis Blues on the road, so give me Florida there.
Mitch.
I'll take the Canucks against the Stars. Don't love it, and I'll take the Capitals one more time. I'm taking a double Capital. You don't want to go in there.
So at Utah Tech.
Vegas vacation is like, I need to play a place. Man, you don't want to do that here, Clark. This is off the rails. All right.
Yeah.
We got the Smudges against the Canadians, the Avalanche against the Senators, the Ducks against the Flames, and the Sharks against the Coyotes. Chris, is the NHL on sabbatical, or is that why everyone's playing after this? Do they take days off here? The NHL loves a break, man. They love breaks.
Yeah. No, they play until Saturday, and then they go on a 4-day break. So the last game's the 23rd, first game back is the 27th. But for these last four, I'm gonna go with Colorado in regulation. And that gets that down to a minus 115, minus 120. I just think they're the better team, and the Ottawa Senators had the new coach put in and didn't pay off. So give me Colorado to add to Ottawa's misery. I'm going to lean towards the Ducks at plus money against the Flames. And, give me the Coyotes. Laying the juice against the Sharks. The Coyotes are just the better team. The Sharks are having trouble scoring. So give me Arizona here.
Mitch.
That's it?
That's it.
I think I am good to go. I did a lot of hockey. Actually, I got to fade the Flames. Just what I do. Taking the Ducks. Plus 150 at home. All right. Parlay time. Oh, man. Did I not put that up? I left that up the whole time, that graphic. All right. Just realized it.
All right. For my parlay, I'm going to go with Virginia Tech, UCF, Richmond, and St. Mary's 4-teamer.
Timberwolves, Blazers, and the Coyotes.
I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the Clippers plus the points. With what are the other teams Jay's not allowed to take? What other teams? All the teams that Jay's not allowed to take. No, so that'd be all of them. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the first half for the Rams. I'm gonna take the first half Rams. I'm gonna put that with the. Totally forgot we talked about football. First half Rams. Put it with the USF against Syracuse plus the points, and the Blazers with the under all the under and scoop props. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate all of you. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Make it a winning day.